You probably think you can't fight your destiny and that whatever's written in the stars will happen whether you like it or not. But what would you say if I told you that you could change your destiny within 7 days, and all you have to do is follow what I'm about to teach you? Believe it or not, you can control your future. If you want to have an insane amount of money in your bank account or get the dream job you've been eyeing for a long time, you can achieve it by doing the things that I'm about to share today. Now, pay attention and listen carefully. When you wake up in the morning, the first things that come to mind are your problems. Now, these problems are like small circuits inside your brain that have turned into unpleasant memories, and each of these memories is connected to certain people, things, and moments. So if the brain has the ability to record happenings in your life, then it means the moment you wake up, you are already thinking about the past. The thing is, these memories are associated with emotions, which are the baggage that comes with your past experiences. So each time you recall these unpleasant memories, you may suddenly feel sad or depressed. But the way you think and the way you feel can influence your state of being. And so, if your state of being at the start of the day is in the past, what does this say about you? The truth is, your familiar past will soon become your predictable future. If you believe your thoughts can create your destiny and you let your emotions overpower your mind, then it follows that you're allowing your past to influence the way you think. In short, you're going to get stuck with the kind of life that you have because you keep doing the same thing and your mind keeps thinking the same thoughts. For example, you wake up in the morning, you grab your phone and check your messages, your emails, and what's happening on social media. You take a photo of yourself showing your "just woke up like this" face and upload it onto Facebook. You then share it on Twitter and Instagram and wait for your online friends to give you a like. You go through these routines every morning before you get up from the same side of the bed. You go wash your face and brush your teeth and then fix yourself a cup of coffee. You then take a shower, get dressed for work, and drive the same road at the same time every single day. But what you don't realize is that aside from these patterns, you also face the same people who keep triggering your emotional buttons, so these routines function like software that controls your mind. Now, you lost your free will to do things independently, and the cycle is now subconsciously instilled in your mind. In fact, 95% of your being by the time you grow older is a set of behaviors deeply embedded in your brain, including your emotional reactions, forces of habit, hardwired behaviors, personal beliefs, and perceptions. However, with the remaining 5% of your being, you can consciously say, "I want to be healthy, happy, and free." But your body's running on a whole different program. Now, how is it possible to make these changes? First, you have to recognize your analytical mind, because what separates your conscious mind from your subconscious mind is your analytical mind. And that's how meditation comes into the picture. Meditation teaches you through practice how to change your brain waves and slow them down. And when you do it the right way, you're now able to get into the program to make important changes. For most people, they wait until a crisis, a disease, or a bad diagnosis happens before they make a change. But why wait? You can make the change while you're down and out, but you can also make the change when you're at your peak. You have the choice to wake up and make a move after spending most of your life struggling to survive. You may not be aware, but you're always anticipating the worst outcome because of past traumas or disappointments. You're conditioning your mind into a state of fear, but when you do this often, your body goes into a panic attack even without you realizing it. You become addicted to these emotions, and you use these problems and conditions to reaffirm your limitations. But when someone asks why you're always expecting the worst, and you try to recall the events that led you to this kind of mindset, your brain and body will start producing the same chemicals as if the incidents are happening again. This means your body is connected to your unconscious mind. For example, when you think about the bad things that can happen to your loved ones in the future, you'll find yourself reacting fearfully because your body can't distinguish the difference between what's happening in reality and the ones happening only in your mind. Now, whenever you're asked to stop thinking negatively, you find it hard to understand because anticipating negative outcomes has become a coping mechanism and gives you a sense of control when things don't go your way. However, Embracing positivity is equally challenging, as hoping too much can lead to deeper disappointment if things don't materialize. What's more, it takes a lot of courage to have a positive outlook because the future is an unknown place. But you may say, you can't predict your future. Well, here's the thing. The best way to predict the future is to create it, not with the knowledge that you already have, but from a place where everything is unknown. By closing your eyes and imagining what you want to have, you're rewiring your brain to make things happen for you. If you're truly in the present moment, your brain does not realize the difference between your reality and your imagination. When you begin to believe that good things have already happened, your brain is no longer just a recorder of your past, but it has now become a map of your future. Now, if you keep priming your subconscious mind, you will start feeling all the good things that you're imagining and start behaving happily. But the hardest part is to convince yourself emotionally what the future will feel like before it happens. Imagination isn't enough. You need to really feel it deep within, because if your thoughts are the expression of your brain, then emotions are the expression of your body. When you don't feel any emotions, then it means your body is not getting any signals. Take, for example, the internet in your home. Your modem is working, but you can't get your computer to connect to the internet because the Wi-Fi is turned off. When you begin to feel the emotions that are created by your thoughts, you're able to connect to the internet, and you can now start downloading the blueprint of your future. You no longer have to wait for good things to happen to feel happy. You don't need to wait for money to appear in your bank account to feel rich, and you don't need to wait for a romantic partner to come into your life to feel loved. The quantum model of reality means when you start feeling wealthy and worthy, you're already generating wealth. You're finally moving forward with your newfound courage, and you now become the creator of your future. You're no longer a victim who's always feeling inadequate or blaming other people for your misfortune. The truth is, many people fall victim to their own negative thoughts, and most of them don't realize it. But here's the twist. Not all your thoughts are true. Just because you're thinking about it doesn't mean you have to act on it. On average, you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts coming in and out of your head in one day, and 90% of those thoughts are the same old thoughts that you had yesterday. If those thoughts are about your destiny, then your life's not going to improve because the same thoughts will only lead to the same choices. The same choices will only lead to the same behavior. The same behavior will only create the same experience, and the same experience will only produce the same emotions. And this is why you need to meditate, so you will be aware of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. The more aware you are, the less those unwanted thoughts are going to slip into your mind. Meditation helps you to become familiar with the thoughts, behaviors, and emotions of the old self. They can no longer influence you, and instead, your new set of thoughts and behaviors condition your body to transition into the new emotional state. If you do it long enough, creating a new self becomes easy. It's like building a new garden where you prune the plants and get rid of the weeds. You now prepare the soil and start planting new seeds for the new plants to grow. Meditation works the same way as when you're prepping up your garden. It's not easy to discipline yourself to sit down in one corner and meditate. Meditation is like training a wild animal that requires a lot of effort to make it stay put. When it comes to your habits, you normally start your morning reading work emails and getting pressured. So you start getting angry around this time of the day. But with meditation, you're now sitting quietly and doing nothing. Your body will start looking for that predictable chemical state because it doesn't care if it's harmful. But each time you become aware of what your body is doing, you bring back your thoughts to the present moment and tell your body it's no longer the old mind that's controlling the whole system. Your new thoughts are helping you to get better, and if you keep doing this over and over again like a trained animal, your body will obey and sit down. And this is the moment when your entire being fully surrenders. You are now freeing yourself from the chains of those old emotions that have imprisoned you in your familiar past. So if you do this for just 7 days, you will begin to see changes in your life. You'll be aware whenever those old negative thoughts start creeping in again. Now, with this new conscious state, you can avoid falling back into your old habits. Do this long enough until your future reality becomes your current reality. I hope this video serves as an eye-opener to you, and if you got your much-needed inspiration today, please like and subscribe. And if you're up for more enlightenment and spiritual learning, check out these next videos to learn more about